What is going on, guys? We're back with another video today, and it is the start of Season 3 in our Chicago Bears franchise. We are looking pretty good. I mean, we did lose to the Redskins, who were, was it the Niners? Niners, I don't even remember. Great. Coaches always know who were 9-7, but we're looking good, except for the fact that Allen Robinson, he has showed that he does not want to be on the team anymore. He reported that he had bad numbers last year. Obviously, we didn't need him to report that. We know those numbers were bad last year. He's down a quick dev. He just doesn't seem as interested in being Chicago Bear anymore. And, of course, we can't let Callahan get off the hook the way he did through the preseason game he had, or the playoff game he had, which was just absolutely horrendous. He missed too many plays. Even the final play, which if he would have brought the man down, we would have been moving on to the next round, and he just didn't get it done. So we're going to have to look for a new player to trade for using those two guys who just don't belong in the Chicago franchise anymore. And it appears we have found our guy. We trade a third-round pick this year, Allen Robinson and Bryce Callahan, for the big bad Mike Evans, who will now, of course, take Allen Robinson's role as the #1 wide receiver. It works for both teams. He actually is in the middle of a contract, so we don't have to worry about that. Allen Robinson probably going to hit free agency for us. I don't know if he wants to, re-sign with the Buccaneers. We'll find out there as well. But, I mean, we're pretty much going to get ready to start the regular season. It is against the rival Packers. Didn't go too well for us last time, so let's see how it goes this time. 90 overall Chicago Bears versus the 84 overall Green Bay Packers. Look at this, a rainy game for the longest rivalry in NFL history. This is just perfect. I mean, if it was a little later in the season, it was snowing, that's the only way it would be any better. We got two teams, longest rivalry in history, like we mentioned, using alternate uniforms. I mean, in this crappy weather, is there a better way to play a game of football? I really don't think so. I mean, Mike McCarthy's still a Green Bay Packer. That definitely benefits us. Let's see who is the better of the two. We do, of course, get the ball first. The consensus was to keep Cohen, and I want to. We're going to have to see how much he's willing to stay on the team, though, because his cost could be quite a bit up there. Nash Adcock, the league's MVP. Once again, I have no idea how the hell he won it. It must have been a down year, like we said. But hey, he's a playmaker, so I can't even debate. He's worth it. He showed a lot of grit, and of course, he did have great improvement throughout the season, so I'm not going to be too mad with him winning it, obviously. Let's start off the game with a run with Howard, who is going to get a lot of yards. I like the ghostly white, especially on the helmet. I'm going to go with some play action. I mean, we kind of set up the ground game a little bit, so I don't see why they wouldn't expect us to run it. And that's going to be a hit I'm going to take. I'd like to think Allen Robinson would have been open over the middle, but of course, disgruntled employees are a no-go for us. So we have a similar play to the first run, and, I mean, why not? It worked last time. Of course, this is more a trap-style play, and there goes Howard. A little early of a truck. Clinton Dix, once again, wins the battle, but Howard almost gains another first down. The ground game has worked very well, so let's give it right back up the middle. The Packers are getting eaten alive on the inside here. So offensive line's definitely winning. Of course, Cohen is now in. Mike Evans, I'd like to get him the ball early because we don't want another similar situation. It's a risky one. Hughes is open, though, gets the first down. We got some really big receivers on this team now. Packers defense looks like Carl Nassib. So those are the same guys we seen last season. Josh Terry, I think he might have been there last season, too. I don't know how good he is, though. And then DBs, very solid DBs. I want to run it, but Blake Martinez scares me because he's very good. Blake Martinez almost makes a play, but not quite. Cohen trying to make some plays, bounces off of Josh Jones, which is kind of shocking. I thought he was going to kill us. Might actually have a little bit of a hard time going against a guy like Cohen because he's a little smaller, not as easy to just get a shot into. And speaking of Cohen, there's a touchdown. Perfect first drive from us. And let's see how the Packers can bounce back. You know all too well who that quarterback is on the other side. And they're gonna show who that quarterback is. They're gonna go out with a 5-wide right out the gate. Cobb's still in the Packers uniform. Jimmy Graham, early first down. Something I did not expect. Didn't expect him to get the ball at all. You'll see Manning a little bit more this season. You're going to obviously see Darren Lee more this season since we don't have Danny Trevathan to the outside. And there goes Mack, who misses the tackle on Graham. Luckily, Trevor Williams finishes the job. Jimmy Graham, a big man, hard to bring down. And I just left my coverage. Outside is wide open. Torres gets taken out by Eddie Jackson. And that's not going to be the case yet. And why would they? I mean, that's another wide open first down. There's a slip inside. Cobb holds on, and that's going to be a touchdown. They answered back instantly. Mike Evans is open. Mike Evans holds on, too. Nice. Mike Evans going to get a block, and he couldn't really get the block. He's a big fella. Couldn't slip through. Little play action. I'm going to take... Oh, I was going to take Mike. He was one-on-one with a shorter style corner, it seemed. Then again, everyone's short compared to him. Go back to that play action look. Anthony Miller is wide open, and Nash misses him. Nash has got very good ability of throwing short, but didn't get it there. To be fair, I don't even know if that was short. That was probably medium. Even then, he's good at that. Just not really great when it comes to the deep pass. Mike Evans was the look. I don't have anyone. Oh, what a throw. What a throw by Nash. I was basically ready to give up on the game, on the play there. But instead, I was like, you know what? Let's just chuck this up. The worst thing that happens is it probably gets batted down. That miss to Anthony Miller is completely forgiven. Here goes Howard. Basically every run, almost a first down at this rate. Ball is exactly on the line. I don't know who these refs are, but might need to see an eye doctor. Nash, Adcock, and tried to slide, but Nash just doesn't care about it. He wants to just jump in there. Who's going to be my look? Could be Mike Evans. I'm going to streak him here. There goes Mike, and there is a touchdown. Ref needs to get the hell out of the way. Mike Evans' first touchdown as a Chicago Bear. He's pumped, and I'm glad to see it. We need more players around here that want to be in the uniform. Having a little success with man coverage, so going to come out with it for the third straight play and see if we can get him off the field. To the outside, and almost actually picked by Roquan. Roquan wins the battle on Jimmy there. Inside, Howard once again, man. The ground game has been amazing. Kind of expected it to be, though. They have great coverage. And Nash Adcock is very fast, and he gets that edge. He has got lots of room. Try to go out of bounds, but they still get the hit with no call. We do, and it's overthrown. Jair acting like he just made a great play, but I think he would have just gotten bodied. I don't know if I really like this front, but Howard has had such a good way with it. I'm just going to go for it anyways. Howard, it's going to be stopped at the 1, but, I mean, these holes are really solid so far. And insta pressure up the middle from Nunez. Back in the end zone, Shaheen for the touchdown. They had Mike Evans tripled. That's something they didn't really do very often with Allen Robinson, I must say. Definitely going to see, look at the running lane. Aaron Jones with a nice 9-yard gain. First time they actually ran it. Get off me! And Aaron Jones is actually stuffed there. They're on a blitz, and we get him again. They kind of had the blocks, but Eddie got a free rush in there, so 3 straight runs, and it looked good, but the play calling there was very basic, and we were able basically able to just blitz them off the field. We kind of have him, but I don't trust it. I'm going to take Cohen, who is wide open, and Cohen tries to bounce it left. Smart move, but Blake very solid at tackling. They're going to have us. Yep, they have us locked down. Nick Perry gets the sack. Anthony Miller was open. And take off with Adcock. 2 guys on the running back, and Nash is gone. 3 rushes for 64 yards. In preseason, I mentioned I didn't think we utilized his legs enough, but today we are definitely doing that. When you got it, flaunt it. Guards look very tired. Howard's going to gain just about a 10-yarder again. To the outside, it's a perfect throw, and Hughes holds on. That might be his first catch of the game as well. Speaking of Mike, you got to get the throw there, mate. Mike Evans beats Jair to the corner, and of course we get hit as we throw. They gave us Mike Evans one-on-one. Jair's been doing pretty well, but Mike's the guy, and once again, another blitz up the middle. They're killing us. I feel like we have enough of a lead. He's got some options, and he finds Adams. We got to make this tackle. To the outside, and almost intercepted. Oh, there goes. Is that Knox? Ooh. Knox with his, I believe, first career sack. A little lackluster at the end of it, but because they recovered it so quickly, but almost a forced fumble and recovery. Did force the fumble, though, so I mean, that's one hell of a way to start a career. 3rd and 19, though. I mean, it's very unlikely for them to get much. Over the middle, though, he actually might have them, and he holds on. There's no one open. Look at Rodgers making plays, and he probably should not have caught that ball. Probably should have batted it down. Instead, they're going to hurry up to the line. They may have 2 plays left in them. Rodgers making audibles at the line here. This is not a good decision. Oh, maybe not. He got it off a little quicker than I thought. To the outside. And that's a touchdown. What in the world? Torres with an amazing show of footwork skill gets the score with 6 seconds. I mean, that's just the most Rodgers drive you're going to get. And honestly, there was nothing we could do. That's just amazing. That's amazing stuff. Trips over his own feet, though. Well, if there was ever anything that would get you back in the game, it was definitely going to be that, because they get the ball back here, only down 10. At first, it was looking like the game could have been over right then and there. But no, it's definitely as wide as it was earlier. Nope, maybe not. Oh, look at Mack off the edge. That is brutal. If we give him time there, he could easily find someone, but wasn't really going to get much with that. A little bit of time, and Roquan's going to get the pick. First pick of the season for the team. First pick for him, and most importantly, first pick of Rodgers' season. They look like they might be leaving Hughes one-on-one, which they are, and it doesn't matter because, once again, this offensive line is getting destroyed out here. They're bringing more pressure. Burton's kind of open. Great catch by Burton, in fairness. And wide open. Anthony misses the throw again. At this point, Anthony might just be starting to go away, just like Allen Robinson. Might be starting to think that Adcock doesn't like him, because that's another really big play where he has Hughes on his right side, potentially blocking for him. And instead of a first down and more than likely points, it's time to give them the ball back. And Manning almost makes a play on Devontae. They've have been having a little bit of a rivalry in this matchup, and Devontae's kind of been winning the battle a little bit to not allow that. To the outside, inside, though, maybe not. Torres, man, he's been huge for them this game. Manning gets the free rush on Rodgers, and finally, we bring that man down. And inside, Leonard Floyd jumps up for a pick. Davante Adams, he keeps throwing it, almost forcing it to Devontae. You know, that's the rest of the story. He gets intercepted again. I'm going to take Mike Evans, and Mike Evans cannot hold on. But honestly, with Mike Evans, it almost seems like you can just throw the ball up and no worries come to you. All right, let's see something good happen. Inside for Evans, and he drops the ball. Jair's been all over it, kind of knocking the ball out, doing everything he can. All righty, let's see what we can do. Mike Evans, not really open by a lot, but enough, slips the tackle. The Packers' coverage has actually been pretty damn good this game. Going to run the ball, and Howard is going to get a lot of room again. He's going to get dumped for a 9-yard gain. He's been killing it this game. I think that's been the big difference this game, is that we've been running a lot of the same formation, so they can't really tell what we're going to be looking for. And there's just no one open. I'm going to throw it back here. It's a little dangerous, but Shaheen gets enough separation down to the 6. So now what they're needing to get is pass rush, which has always been a problem for them because their coverage has actually been really, really good. Going to run a screen, but they're actually leaving the inside wide open. Cohen might walk for a score, and he's fighting. Look at Cohen. Why did they stop progress? All right, Cohen, you're going to have to carry them into the end zone again. And he will not. Jake Ryan makes the play, and that defensive stand there, even though it was a little controversial, Aaron Rodgers throwing a couple of picks, which has been really rough. He started the game in the first half really good, but just like in Packers fashion, you know, as of late, not finishing the game. Got to finish out. They've got plenty of chances to win this game. Obviously, we're going to stop them, but that's beside the point. Aaron Jones with a nice run. Gets about 10. I know it hasn't necessarily worked out super well for them, but they do need to go to the ground a little bit more. Because if not, we're just going to sit in coverage and lock them down for the most part. Knox is locked up. Speaking of locking up. And there goes Trevor dropping a pick. Darren Lee, and he makes the play. It's going to be 3rd and 10. You can't go incomplete pass, almost picked, and then run the ball. And that is going to be picked off by Byron Jones, who doesn't have his right number yet. But he definitely is going to get it here. Had a little bet with him. He gets his number if he gets an interception. And hell, it happened a lot sooner than we thought it would. See what he can do in the passing game. Jair gets burned this time. Mike Evans drops the ball. Man, Jair has been amazing. They've locked down Mike Evans with Jair, and I know he's got a couple of catches and whatnot, but for the most part, all the big plays he's had a chance at, it's just not going to happen. And there goes Mike, wide open. I was looking for Anthony Miller, but he never got the separation. We go over 200 yards in the game, and we have another quarter left to finish. Score gained on this drive. Look at the quick throw to Shaheen. Probably going to be over. Down to the 4. Glad he didn't fumble. Howard to the left side. He looks like he has the majority for our blocking. All comes down to Mike Evans. To the outside. Look at the block by the guard, I believe. Didn't need Mike Evans on the play. And Jordan Howard looking strong. Look at that. That was a really cool image. They want us to go for 2. So that's exactly what we'll do. Might give ourselves a chance to take that shot to Mike again. It does. And Quinn Dix this time with a lockdown. I tried to throw it up, and he was not having it. Manny the outside. Oh, what the hell, Amos? Amos is going for Aaron Jones. Rogers threw that so damn quick. Almost actually got picked because of it. Amos was locked in on the running back. Fair enough, he was kind of beat, so it's expected. Mac been a little silent this game, can't lie, but sometimes that's what happens when they're focusing on you. Huge hit by Roquan. That's dropped by Devontae. There goes a good play, but Roquan again forces the ball out. Roquan's a god. I mean, they seem like they've had a lot of time to throw this game, so I'm not sure exactly what it is. And there's another potential pick, and it is by Kyle Fuller. Jordan Howard going to take a handoff to the left. And he slips off. That animation usually doesn't work out. Only gained 4 anyways, but good stuff. Never give up. You go with some slants, see if we can get this first. And that's picked off by Clinton Dix. I thought he was going to come inside. Thought he was going to chase after someone down in, but he actually stopped on a dime and picked that off. So bad to throw our first pick of the season in a moment that didn't even require a pass, but I wanted to try to get down the field a little bit more, try to finish the game right on that drive, but instead I opened it up, and Manning drops the pick. Could have been pick number 5. Rodgers would have retired after the season. We're tired after this game, hell. And there goes the pressure. Is that Knox again? 1.5 on the game. Good stuff. I thought they ran the ball. Torres has a chance. Torres is locked. And there's a bat down. That is just humiliating to see a cornerback bat the ball down. Howard up the middle again. Cuts it back left. Howard runs through Clinton Dix, and that's going to put him over 100. Pitch to the right. Good block by Copa. Howard punches a man. Gets hit hard by Jake Ryan, but not until after a huge gain off the slip tackle. Doesn't work. Adcock is fast, though, and he will try to slide. Didn't want to, though. That should end the game there, though. What the hell? That's like so weird. He looks like he's hiding under his own shoulder. Of course, we did end up winning the game. Very convincing win as well. Rodgers was honestly just locked down. He had no idea what to do. And that's what I like to see. Just an absolute dominance of a game. First half was, I mean, the way they finished it looked like it was going to be anyone's game, but then they just couldn't score, couldn't move the ball. Absolutely locked down. Rodgers and company obviously very angry. Rodgers was the reason why they didn't do well Defense was bad for them, but it wasn't as bad as it looks. It's just because they had a couple of short fields there to work with as well. Adcock, we threw that damn pick, which sucks, but overall still a pretty good game. Rushing, Cohen got involved a little bit. Nash did very well. Howard did really well. Mike Evans did get over 100. All right, so I might need to start spreading the ball around a little bit more, though, because, I mean, in fairness, Anthony Miller did have a lot of opportunities. They never got the ball to him. Nash just did not want him to thrive, I guess. And the sack totals were a little rough, except for Knox, the rookie. So that's pretty impressive. Byron Jones, he gets his number 31 because he's a god. And we pick up our first win of the season. Ooh, Nash got an upgrade. Potential player of the week, maybe. Let's go strong arm again. It worked last time for the throw power. Come on. That's not a throw power. Throw deep, though. Fairness, we did need throw deep pretty well. We got a couple upgrades that we can work with. Byron Jones got his numbers changed. Everyone in the division but us lost. Nash did win player of the week, so that makes sense why he did get an upgrade point. But yeah, I mean, that's a good week. Looks good to me. Mike Evans, I don't know, is he close to a level up? Kinda. He's actually really expensive to upgrade, but that's beside the point. Yeah, I mean, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see